Festive Avacado. Message. Keep your word. Moving Pictures is hands down the best Rush album. Okay. Okay. Pay your bills early. Facts. Whistle while you work. Don't do that. Don't be that annoying bitch. Don't do that. Don't be annoying. Nobody wants to hear a whistler. Always carry a pocket knife. You know what? Pocket knives do come more in handy. Especially if you get like a multi-tool kind of pocket knife. I feel like the amount of times that has come in handy when somebody's had one is a lot. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyways. Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father, wanna go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get I'm reading too fast. Oh, so you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at the coffee shops and listens to neo-jazz and stuff? Amanda, are you gonna bring your laptop and leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. Oh, it's this guy. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. This is the guy, is it not? He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am a father to and very protective of. In order to make your acquaintance, my name's Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? What is witch house? Is that like actually a thing? It's just made up stuff. I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad sense tingles. I'm overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Okay. Change the subject. Defend witch house. Reappropriate lines from Taken. Okay. Listen here, Pablo. I have a very specific set of skills to, I could type pretty fast for people my age. If you so as much harm a hair in my daughter's head, I'll be coming for you at a comfortable 80 words per minute after I practice a little. Dad. Strudel. Matt comes from out from washing dishes in the back room to me, Amanda, and I. He and I high-five as a fellow cool people do. The smell is key. Oh. That is actually a good point. I feel like you summed up their smells very well. I wonder what's... Actually, I think I talked about this once. Like the game said it. Like how, Vampire Man. I can never think of his name. Damien? Is his name Damien? Yeah, Damien. I think they said how he smells. He probably smells like, almost like graveyards. Like, kind of like, I don't know, dew on grass and like, kind of like outdoorsy, but not in a bad way. Maybe like some flowery, buggy kind of smells. I'm guessing that's what he smells like. I don't know. Was there somebody else? Okay, Robert, Craig, Matt, Brian, Joseph. Did I miscount in the beginning? I'm definitely forgetting a dad here. And I don't know who the fuck I'm forgetting about. Matt is growing on me though. I have to date all these dads and see who. I'm actually getting a little stumped now. Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to me, Amanda, and I. He and I high-five as fellow cool people do. I see you've met my newest employee. Oh, you hired this fuck? At your service, although I'm only here until Vacate Vale starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first. Alright, Pablo. Now, what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. A classic. And you? These are all such good, stupid fucking coffee puns. God damn it. Americano football. Americano football, please. Our coffee's as strong as this band's feelings. Good choice. I don't get it. Oh, American football is a sport, but also the emo band that made a good album. And then waited over a decade, they made another good album, and their music was very sad and sometimes featured sad trumpets. And I'm over-explaining the joke again. Coming right up. Probably gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy of a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours and I was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time... Sorry, I keep having the burps. Sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason, he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Framptump Comes Alive. Okay. Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you, oh, what did I say? We're gonna find you some good stuff. I actually hit plus too much. Okay, what do we have? Dinner food, steady boo, sad swears, fake beard arms race, Dever goes, couples therapy. What else we got here? We got yacht club miracle. Okay. I do like, is that like a boat in the back? I don't know what I'm seeing here. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. God, I miss going to record stores. I'm just having money to buy records. There's so many records I would love to buy. I can't. Like, I want the Persona one so badly. It looks so cool. There's so many records I see and that art on it's cool as fuck. But alas, records are fucking expensive. So why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? Oh. There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent, but I really think it's just nice to collect records. I think there is a little bit of a different sound when it comes out of like a record player. I feel like there is something different about it, but I'm like, oh, it sounds better with this. It is a fun vibe. I think it's... I like physical media. I know everybody's asking about my opinion here, but I'm putting my hair back up, so I have to say something. But, sorry. And like I said, a lot of times I like it because it's almost like artwork, the record itself, like the, what do we call it, the outside of the record. And one day I would love to have like a nice little like shelfie thing to show off records because it is pretty. Like a CD's tiny. You can't really show off like a CD album cover kind of thing, but you can show off a record easily on a little like thingy-mabobber. And especially when they make specific like record album things, like Personas I feel like was a special thing. Maybe it's on the actual album, I don't know, I didn't really check Spotify, but that's how I feel. Hey. It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. Oh. That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and we'd have to wait around by the radio with like cassette tapes so we could record our favorite songs? Yeah, sounds great. It made each listen really special. And mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time somebody gave me a real mixtape was in high school. Oh. I want to say I'm pretty young here. But because I was raised by people from that generation, my mom convinced me with my first, I don't know my first boyfriend, my first like longer dated boyfriend, I don't know, my first boyfriend in high school, I made him a CD of songs. My mom's like, oh, let's do that, it's very romantic. So for like our 1 month anniversary, I made a CD of songs for him. Of songs I liked. I don't know if they were romantic at all, but it's just songs I liked, I'm pretty sure. That's what I did. As a child in the year 2013, 2014, when I've been a freshman in high school. That was in 2013. I was really late to the game, but he liked it, and then I dumped his ass. I looked around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future Wave, Jungle, Anarcho-Punk, Nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Are there two? Wait. I just noticed the picture. I don't know if there's any way to minimize the thing. It says, I think it just says dad kissing. It says dang boys kissing, maybe? Damn boys kissing? I don't know, something about boy kissing. We love boy kissing. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? I would be chocolate. But that's not an option here. Not vanilla. I fucking hate strawberries. Purple is dumb. Let's do cookies and cream. If you could only buy one type of candle set for the rest of your life, what would it be? It'd be vanilla. Okay, that's an option. Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze. Oh my god, that's so sad. That's so sad. I still have gifts from those guys I dated. I'm pretty sure I might have got rid of them by this point, but like I'm pretty sure I still have the random gifts in like a box somewhere of guys I dated 10 years ago or longer for like a month or less. That's crazy. People are fucking assholes. My throat made a noise, hopefully you didn't hear that. I guess Daffodil Mountain Spring? None of these sound like real scents to me or things I can imagine with my human brain here. Cherry Blossom, I feel like I don't really like the smell of Cherry Blossom much. I'll go with that one. What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambiance, House of the Bone chorus. House of the Bone chorus. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside an active volcano, living off the fat of the land in Ibiza, starting a new life in the Baltics. I guess Ibiza? I think I'm saying that wrong. I think there's a different way to say it, but white people say it wrong. What's your deepest, darkest fear? Robots. Oh, I'm glad you dodged that bullet at least. I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that nobody deserves happiness, or I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricate this universe? Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. These are all hitting too close to home. This is what I think about a lot. Of gaslighting myself. Matt thinks for a moment.
What?
Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Dark Night of the Soul by Danger Mouse. This one almost didn't get released, but there are a ton of awesome collabs on it. Super underrated album. I think you'll really enjoy it. Whoa, dude. Thanks for the recommendation. Is this it? Nope, it's just random music here. You're gonna have a great time with it. Promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring, and a bus guy stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Yeah, sounds great.
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Tight.
Hey.
The cashier rings up Matt and hands back his albums in the bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's that nerd?
Oh.
Who's the nerd? Not that nerd. That nerd's my buddy, Strudel. Strudel, this is beacon of human charm, is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic still on?
Hey.
Open mic night, I skipped a word. You know it. Are the Third Waves gonna do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic tonight going on. An open mic night, not tonight. An open mic night going on. Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here.
Yeah.
You're gonna manage to come by that night.
Oh, man.
Matt blushes.
Hey.
I mean, if you're not doing anything, don't be nervous. Come on, baby boy. I'll go to your little, open mic. Will Vink and Vale be playing?
Oh.
If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vance had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from.
Hey.
All of that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those memories, those moments in my life. Yeah, now that I think about it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me going to see my favorite bands at concert with all my friends. Sorry. We'd always go to I keep reading things too fast. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basements like we were so slick. Your parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know.
Hey,
But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Say... It feels like it says yes, but when you say no to drugs, it makes me think I should say no to drugs. Fuck. Okay, I'm googling this one. I want to know. I gotta know. I'm cheating. Dream Daddy, say no to drugs. Okay. Okay, so I said the wrong answer for coffee. It's not showing me. We're supposed to. I think we're supposed to. Yeah. Okay, we're supposed to do. Yeah, why not? Okay, we're supposed to get high with him. Okay. Google how to get high. How does one get high? Okay. Fuck, I picked a lot of wrong answers. I'm supposed to say. I did say that. So I'm supposed to say fashion and consumerism. Fuck. Fuck. Ah. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I didn't get any bad answers. They're all just neutrals. You're supposed to say, yeah, why not? My mother his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me.
Hey.
Ah, Molly's got a hookup. Says to me in an alley near the coffee shop.
Oh.
We're getting high, baby. We're going to this sketchy alley for weed. We love doing drugs. Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take the heat. Just promise me you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in the state, right? I definitely knew that.
Hey.
But we live in a dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly? We're in a dispensary. Why are we in the fucking alleyway? Underbelly Maple Bay. You could find yourselves in the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear. Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty, greasy dumpsters, shrouded in darkness, is a lean figure dressed in all black. Excuse me, Mr. Drug Man? I knew it. Surprised, the person almost jumped out of their skin. It's Lucy and Damon's son. Who would have... No. Who sent you? We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, we just Prove you're cool. What? I didn't know that you're down, or I bolt. Show me you're not wearing a wire, or cite mutually assured destruction. The answer's here. Show me you're not wearing a wire. Impress me with your... Yeah, I definitely knew that was gonna be the wrong one. Cite? Sure? Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you, and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us. We have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine. I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right. Now that all the formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Oh, all right. How much do you want? One. One what?
Hey.
Yeah. This is so fucking funny. He means weed, Lucian. Yeah, but how much?
Oh.
What? Okay. Oh my god, look. Here, take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's all forget this ever happened.
Hey.
I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucian hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree. Give me one drug, please. A singular drug of the drug variety. That went smoothly. Yeah, we should get off of public property before we smoke this. Great idea. Let's head back to my place. Matt and I walked to our cul-de-sac and stopped at the gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. Can see us having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs. I didn't read that in his voice at all. Awesome, let's do some drugs. Mel pulls one of his records out from a bag and puts it on for us. I plopped down a comfy leather couch. Leather? Did I say leather couch? A comfy leather couch. I cannot speak today. My tongue is not reacting with my body correctly. I'm losing my mind. There are a bunch of band posters, and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection.
Hey.
This is a pretty sick house. I like the little, like, up thing with the ladder and stuff. Been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. I had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay their marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. God damn it. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house.
Hey.
If you say so.
What?
God, the fucking sound effects sometimes. Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the... What does that even mean? Beatnik tobacco? I've never heard that. Onto a piece. He starts rolling it back and forth, and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. Never was too good at this. Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice-looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter for the blunt. I think I take it. Holy shit, I'm losing it. I also can't remember Matt's voice. Somehow I've lost it. I feel like I'm losing my voice in general here. Well, let's... Okay, open the nug. No. Smoke some of that gateway drug. Rip that Gulf fairway. I would never would have picked that, and that was the correct answer. Yes, let's do that. I light the joint and inhale deeply. Hi, Rayla. We're doing drugs. What's up? This is not what I remember. It's been a while, though. Maybe pot drugs have just gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Hi. Should it sting this much, or am I just a baby? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. What the fuck are we smoking? Oregano? Have fun doing your makeup. Hell yeah. Are you getting ready for work? Oh god. Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's... Matt takes another hit and winces.
Hey.
Yeah, this is oregano. God damn, we got sold oregano. Oh, a classic. Oh, a classic. We're in a state where weed is legal and we buy it off the streets. And we fucking get oregano from a little shit child. Good luck with work today. That sucks ass. I sniff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. That little punk ripped us off.
Hey.
Oh well, we could still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right. My voice is like getting raspy here. I forget how much talking this game has every time I do it. I'm like, I can do a long stream of this. And by hour 3, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my voice. We sit down and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmesina growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that? Oh yeah, let's ask about dead wife here, because I'm guessing it's dead wife. It's always dead wife.
Hey.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmesita's mother. She died when Carmesita was young. Yep. Dead wife. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, Stillness the Dancing. Stillness the Dancing? What the fuck does that mean? Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together?
Oh, man.
What a really great date, talking about our dead wives. Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. Oh! He made the Nutcracker? Right? Am I smart? Swan like the Nutcracker. Okay. Was he gay? I didn't know that. Cool. I also know very little about composers. I know a tiny bit about some American composers from like 6th grade. So that's where my knowledge is. So I just feel like banging. I'm gonna ignore that. Oh, that's all good. Yeah, lurk all you need to. Yeah, that's all good. Get your makeup done. Don't be late to work. Teach them kids. Yeah, I figured it out. Because first it took me a second, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, you need to lurk. That's all good. Do all the lurkies you need to. It was hard to start, but once we started getting notoriety and saying how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of.
Hey.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rose and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down her roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry. This is awkward as fuck. Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died.
Yeah.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I noticed a dusty piano. Oh, do we know piano? We don't know. Okay. He was in the Soviet Union, tried to cover it up because they couldn't have the most famous composer in Russia. You know what? I mean, that sounds about right. That's why most people probably do not know that. But I feel like it's a lot of history things, or kind of like that. Like, who is it? I don't know. There's definitely a lot of famous people like, oh, they were really close friends. It's like the iconic thing, right? Oh, they were really good friends. They just lived together for 30 years and wrote letters confessing their love all the time. But don't worry, they were friends. That sounds about right. Do you play?
I mean,
I'm out of
I don't know if I
practice.
should.
I used to jam on the keys back in the day.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah? I found the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer. I forgot I did ska. And they were roommates.
Hey.
No way, you had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies. Except for this Communist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers. Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Oh.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it.
Oh.
I sit down at the piano. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I bet you that's the negative answer. Hold on. I want this date to go well since I kind of fucked up last one. Oh, Wonderwall's negative. That's so stupid. That's so stupid because I would have picked that. They were talking mates is crazy. I can't go with the ska roots either. I have to go with a classic. What am I gonna fucking play over here? Mary Had a Little Lamb? I started playing Chopsticks. Okay. I guess he liked that one. What a jam. Alright, buddy. Can you top that? I shouldn't. Oh, come on. No, it's been a long time. I'm checking one more time. I'm assuming encouraging him is like the right answer here. Oh, yes. We tell him it's never too late. We get the dick. Dick, let's go. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Chopsticks, a song that children who are learning the piano usually figure out before they're 10. How much worse can it be? I never learned that song. I didn't do piano lessons for that long, but I never learned that. Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. There we go, baby. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would have never guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotions. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Oh.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man. That was killer. Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night? I keep adding the two to the tonight. Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone, having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel like fun anymore. I can say that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is.
Oh, man.
Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late. I decide that I need to go to bed. Get to bed. I can't read. Matt knocks me to my door.
Hey.
Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? God damn it. No, I definitely feel that. We had, like, it wasn't really a talent show as much of, like, it was just a concert played by the students. And our group made it through, like, essentially everybody had to send videos in. And then there was, like, auditions again, like, in person. And when I got on that stage and tried doing it in person, I fucked up so badly. I couldn't do it. And then we didn't get picked. Because of me, probably. Because I could barely even remember the fucking words to the song because I got so nervous. I can't do that shit. I did musicals and stuff, but I never had a solo or anything. I could definitely remember, like, if I'm not the main focus, I can be in the chorus, I can chill or whatever. I cannot be the main focus. I will forget literally everything when I'm nervous. Okay. Actually really cool to see that. You guys play music together. But the delay would suck. I feel like if trying to figure out how to play together with a delay like that over like Discord or like whatever. Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know much about the health effects of smoking oregano, and I think we'll be fine.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the silver light coming from beneath Amanda's door.
Oh.
I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. Well, it smells like a pizza parlor in here. What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
Huh?
Wait, no. Hi, hungry. No, I'm Dad. Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I've never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up, and I spiked it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please.
Ah.
Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Are we still on this date right now? Still? Holy shit. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing. He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that he should play the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Yeah, mention the dead wife, maybe. That's really... just tell everybody about that. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple of tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. We're not going there right now, right? Please. Hi, Grease. Hi. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life, I'm a House Hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who's crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? Oh my gosh, what's just happening right now? Daily holidays, quacking. Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. There we go. We're done with Matt until we decide if we want to be... That's the dad we officially date. How did I do? That is so loud. That is so loud. Stop that. S, let's fucking go.
Of a dream, Daddy.
Okay.
We did it. We did it.
You got dads.
Thank you. Oh, we get a double invite. You vote Matt. I'm kind of leaning towards Matt now. I was Craig. Hugo. That's who we kept forgetting. Hugo. He is the English teacher with a shitty kid. I don't think, yeah. Damien was cool and all. I'm leaning towards Matt. Matt actually was really cool. Okay, let's go do side quest here. Let's see what mini game we get for Hugo and Damien. Why are we with them? They are all hot. And sadly, we can't date all of them. We can do 2 dates with all of them, but we can't land all the dads. We have to pick one. Brian? Which one's Brian? I already forget. Oh, he's the... Okay. He's the ginger. Okay. I don't like him as a character. I barely remember him. We have beef. Me and Brian. We are too competitive. It wouldn't work. I don't remember his voice at all. Because we haven't seen him yet today. Okay, what the fuck did I give him a year ago? It was something like, hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning on going to the art walk downtown, and we were wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Whoa, why can't I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door at any minute now. I've gotta destroy this computer. Strudel, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run... Why do I know this? You should be able to. I want to be able to... You can run dark breaks... Sorry. Hello? 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 I'm having issues with something. I'm so sorry. Give me a second here. What? 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 No. No. Sorry, 1,000 things just popped up at once. It said my disk space was full and couldn't record my stream anymore. And then my thing is not full. I'm like halfway full. It has a 1.5 terabytes left. Start recording again? Okay, I started recording again. I'm going to say it's fine. I don't know what just happened there. I didn't like things like it like came unplugged maybe. Hold on. We're just gonna start recording and pretend like it's fine, and I'm gonna look. Did the last recording even go in here? Where are we? What day are we on? Today's this. And there's a video. And it's all glitched out, but it's working. Okay. That's really fucking weird. Sorry, let's go back to the game now. Okay. You can run Darkrix's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information security. Strudel, do you want to go see art or not? Art is good. Let's go see some art. See that art. Hope, everything's fixed. My computer, it's not like old. It's just weird. Thank you. Thank you for jiggling helps everything. It's like not even old. It just keeps like shitting itself in such weird ways, which makes me feel like I need to get new computer things. I don't even know. I don't know. I feel like everything's broken, but also at the same time nothing's really broken. It's just like slightly broken. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk downtown Maple Bay. I've never been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable staying among all these fancy art people. Oh, look at all the pretty art. It's all just sceneries. Very unique and original here. Shrino! I don't know who this could be. I turn around. Oh god, I don't remember your voice either. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? I don't remember Joseph's voice here. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge arts, appreciatist. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too? Yep. Admittedly a little out of my depth here. Thank God, I thought I was going to be the odd one out here. I'm adding words. I don't know what I'm doing here. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God. Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. Okay. The point gets you into heaven. That's how it works. The point, sorry. That singular point. Anyway, where are the guys? What happens if it's just us two? We just get set up on a date on accident. I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seems to have just arrived at the gallery. Okay. So I'm trying to remember who's who. I'm really bad with names. Good eve. Evening, friends.
Oh.
The fucking sound mixing. I'm actually losing it all. I'm trying to remember all these people's voices. It's too many for my tiny, tiny brain. Who's ready for some art? I feel like honesty is always the best answer here. No, I think I have no idea what I'm in for. Same. All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now. I got the table in my sights. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny wines. Well, talk about art. Joseph, I don't like you. Get away from me. So what's this first place? This particular artist specializes in landscape paintings of various locales within the American Northeast. That's very specific. I'll look at the art. It's rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, have fun for B, charge that phone. Do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys? What the fuck are we talking about here? Damien and Hugo lean in, examine the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you're correct. I don't see it. Valid assessment, Strudel. Hey, our stuff's pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. God, I want cheese and wine. Where's my cheese and wine? What'd I miss? But... Shame, the cheese is nice though. Shall we visit the next place? Okay, what's this one gonna be? This is pretty. Also, it would match my room. I want this. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery's a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of... I'm not even sure. Hang on the walls. Oh, jeez. What am I looking at here? This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the paintings, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's pretty. If I say the butt again. I don't want to keep Googling the answers, so I gotta really think, what the fuck would win these bitches over. It's meant for the human condition. It reminds me of my child. I like that one. The gestures, the color, they remind me of my childhood, of my parents. Intriguing that you discover something so personal in an image so not specific, Strudel. May I ask you to say a little more? Do I do certainly or just kidding? It's a butt. I won't do just kidding, it's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. While valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. I can't give anybody a voice anymore. I'm losing it. You are a servant of the Lord. We are all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to an artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that out? The sign? Yeah. That's what it says in the placard. Oh. Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by... What's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that. Excuse me?
What?
Hugo, not here. No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. Oh, Jesus. You said he could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece of even a fraction as impressive as this one.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
You're not angry? Okay. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Fran, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry. I just love art very much. I mix their voices together. We know, buddy. How did you charge your phone that fast? It has been 2 minutes. Was your phone battery at 98%? That's crazy. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what ease the mood? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese. Cosigned. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and actually wine and cheese. Oh, okay. That makes sense. We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art?
How delightful.
It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it. Let's go. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to the performance in the streets. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
Douglas.
What just was said to me with the voice actors? So, quick question.
Oh.
Shoot. What is happening?
Yeah.
I second this question. Performance arts. What does it mean? Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Boudet. For real, I wish my phone charged that fucking fast. I can't do both again. The very humanity of being human. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're trying to say and more about what they're saying, but why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It is the purest expression of raw human emotion. Its art is catharsis. I know this word. Catharsis? Is that actually right?
I don't know.
That's beautiful, Damon. So what are you saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it is art as long as I really mean it. Damon fixes himself with a hard stare.
Ooh,
What the fuck is... I hate this guy. I was going to start making fart noises, but based on your looks on your faces, that joke wasn't going to play well with this crowd. Yeah, get away, Joseph. I don't even want to try to do 2 dates with you. Wise. We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap loudly after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together.
Oh.
We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheeses sloshing around in my stomach. Nom 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 nom. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which is nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheeses together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun.
Oh.
Cheese wings. Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it would be delicious. A nice ementhaler? Ementhaler. I actually don't know what that is. Possibly. Hey, if you guys are painters, what would you paint? Why are we asking this right now? I hope that comes sooner rather than later. I mean, we do have fast chargers now, which are nice as hell. I do love that. Like, it's like halved charging time. I could probably charge my phone from like 0 to 100 in like an hour. That's so nice. I actually dabble in oils, mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really? Yeah, I'm sure you're choosing... sorry. Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Strudel? Oils. Landscape is boring. Food is fun. I want to say tasteful nudes of myself.
Oh.
Art is money-making business. I know it sells. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. I don't know if anybody liked that, but I think that's very funny. Alright, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed. That's not his voice. Okay, cool. Sorry. See you guys around. Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I had decided to deal with my inevitable cheese over. Yay! Yay, cheese. We love cheese.
welcome. You've got
Okay.
dads.
So we're like not even halfway through. Oh my god. I guess with this, we should go to Hugo now. Let's go to Hugo. We just talked to him. We have a voice established with him. Let's read about him. Hugo Vega, middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. Brew some, okay, on a Friday night, you're most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. Don't know what that is. That means book, but I don't know that book. What are your turn on? Muscles. I don't have that. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries and art history. What is your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. That's pretty cute. What do you never leave the house without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them a lot at home. At home a lot, sorry. He doesn't have glasses on. You definitely do forget them. I spend a lot of time thinking about, I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. I feel a little called out because I don't like e-readers. I don't like it because I literally can't focus digitally. That sounds really dumb. Because I read Twitter, I read all this stuff online. It's just not the same as a book. I like turning the pages. I like reading things. I don't know. I don't like it. Plus, I usually use reading to wind down at night, and I really don't need another light in my face. I need a book, a little bookie. Shit. Do you want to do that? Nope. Message? There we go. Let's go date Hugo, baby. Take care of your health while you're still young. Okay, I try. Oh, my headphones are about to die. Shit. I probably could switch to... Or, sorry, my earbuds are about to die. I could switch to my headphones now. Gas is cheaper in the suburbs. Is that true? That just seems like something to say. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. I always forget how different the sounds are when I switch. This is such a different game now. Hydrate. Oh, I'll hydrate. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Wanna hang out sometime? Stretch? Okay. God, I actually do need a stretch. My legs. Ugh. I'm so glad you messaged me. And I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. He's covering up right now. Uh-oh. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it. I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. Amen to that. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Aww. Everyone sucks, no self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40+ hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40s pops? Top 40 pops? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? Holy shit, I can't read anymore. She does kind of look like her, doesn't she? I don't remember. It was so long ago. We probably rode dinosaurs to class and bartered for lunch with tiny skulls of the animals we had slain. We probably had to walk uphill in the snow both ways too, huh? And we liked it. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle schoolers? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. I just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellington threw it up in one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. Oh! It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story for me in the past. Anyways, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with the cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. But you're not in the ocean, you're in the aquarium. What, are you worried that the whale's gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart? Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Oh, I want to see some penguins. I love penguins. You're not wrong. I never even thought about that until you pointed it out. It's really funny. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Let's go see some fishes. I arrived at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddled around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end.
I don't know.
Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo!
I don't know.
I don't know. You can just keep saying that. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a debacle all morning. We're shorthand and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I left the remainder at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Ah.
Great, well it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. Easy. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo, and they go back to texting. At least they're quiet? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. Is somebody's kid in this class? Is there a middle schooler? One of the daughters? Maybe Brian's? The class starts filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive staple packets of papers to each kid. This is really cute art. I like the fishies. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheet from Hugo. What a terrible teacher. I don't like you, Hugo. What's in the packet? That is very true. That is very true. And Aubrey Plaza's dad looks like pink-haired Goku with blue lipstick. Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked to them is to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reefs. Teacher hacks. I like that. I don't. Don't give your kids random homework. I hated busy work. There was no point. You just had to, like, I hated. In middle school and high school, when they're like, okay, kids, let's watch this movie. Let's watch a movie. Like, yay, movie day. And they're like, here's this thing you have to fill out. And, like, especially when they get overly stupidly specific, where you have to be, like, watching the movie. Like, you have to be, like, locked into, like, okay, so what year does Strudel mention he was born in? And it's like a split second. If you miss it, it's gone. You don't always want you know that it's been said, because you all collectively see this, like, all these classmates writing shit down. And you're like, fuck, what just got said? I wasn't listening. And you have to cheat off of somebody later. I hate that. I hate that shit. Anyways, that's my yappage here. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? Yeah, some of the worksheets is fine. I can deal with, like, what did you think about this or that? I always hated the ones that were so specific that it got said, like, something got said a single time and you had to catch it. Like I said, I always hated those because I would be fucking not paying attention. And you just see everybody writing down shit. And you're like, oh god, no, I missed it. But this game has a bad habit of capitalizing random words. English has to be capitalized. Am I incorrect about that? Yes, English is like a proper noun, or you have to capitalize that with an E. So the one time they don't capitalize something, it's something that's to be capitalized. They needed a fucking editor or something. Okay, hold on. So if Goku is Ajiba's dad, that means she's Saiyan, so she... Oh! That is true. That's true, she's going Super Saiyan there. My favorite is in college. We had this teacher that it was like, what the fuck was the class even? It was about media. So, like, it was like we're supposed to be watching movies and reading books and stuff. She was an interesting teacher. Like, I would call her weird, but almost like complimentary, where she was just so weird. I kind of loved it. Like, she had like these like skeleton earrings and stuff, and she was just, I don't know, all the stuff she pulled out was stuff I think I would never have picked in my life. It was just such what the fuck books and movies or whatever. But there's one time she put on a movie and she fell asleep. She passed out just like at the desk, and slowly one person leaves the room, and the next and the next, and I'm not kidding. I left. I waited a little bit, but I left with it. I think everybody left the room, and she probably woke up to maybe 5 students, if that, in the classroom. I cannot imagine. I felt really bad doing it, but I'm like, I have Like, I had classes back to back, and I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm not staying for this. I'm gone. So I did that. And then during our final project, again, we had to make like a video for our final project. And not only would we make a video that she had to sit there and watch to grade, and we were showing the entire class, but I don't know how to describe this. My college's like media school had like in like the giant lobby, I mean a TV like the size of my wall here. It was a massive giant TV that would display like news things or whatever. Like it was like the media school, so it had whatever. Like if a student interviewed somebody, I had like multiple like squares of like news stuff, whatever. So our giant projects were on the screen. We're in a lobby where like students and people are walking in and out of. She fell asleep again, and again we all just looked at each other like, we're only here to watch each other's projects. None of us care. Our teacher's fucking asleep. We left. I cannot believe that happened twice. That she was always just fucking passing out. And it might actually happen a third time. I feel like there was another time with the movie that she put on and she fell asleep during it and we left. That's interesting. I know... I'll get back to the game in a second here. I remember in high school, like freshman year, there was a movie that our teacher had to show us. We didn't have to, but it was a journalism movie. And it was rated R, so we had to get like signed permission from like all of the parents to be able to like to watch this movie. Like everybody's parents had to agree to be able to watch it. What was the movie? It's about Watergate, so I don't know, whatever famous Watergate movie there is. I don't fucking know what it was called. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I feel like we watched a lot of movies that probably were not PG. By the time we get to high school, at least. I don't know. I feel like maybe teachers just didn't give a shit. I mean, there's always a teacher. Like, I always talk about this. I didn't learn a lot of history because all my history teachers were always football or basketball coaches or some sort of sports coach. And they're too busy planning for the big game and would just put on a fucking movie. It happened all the time. So we were just constantly watching movies. Like, I remember my U.S. history class, we watched a football movie for like half the week. And I had to talk about it. Then I think I remember getting sick and not really talking about the ending or ever missing it or something like that. But I just remember being like almost an entire week based on some random football movie. We didn't need that. Instead, we watched that movie and I never learned about World War II. Never learned about it in school because that was the time I was supposed to. Never did. We watched some, I don't remember what the fuck it's called, some American football movie. Yeah, I didn't judge her for it. I just felt back, like I said, I left every time she slept with because everybody else was doing it. I'm like, I cannot imagine being a teacher, realizing you fell asleep and wake up and your entire class just left. I don't even know. I would not be shocked if she just never woke up and just woke up and was like, oh, class is over. I don't even know. She was a very interesting lady. Okay. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
Oh.
We just did a unit on the old man in the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Oh.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over the large... I can't read. Over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. Is that lionfish? Yep. Those guys are freaky looking. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand to up to 30 times in size? Whoa, why? Their spines are venomous, too. Nature's hardcore.
Yes.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. Ugh. I don't know what a stonefish is. It's not an Animal Crossing. I don't know what the fuck it is. Stonefish. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh. Oh my god. What is that? A freak. That's a freak. I'm also finding lots of YouTubers talking about getting stung by it and like purposely touching it. I don't like a lot of fish. Fish gross me out sometimes. I don't like him. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them?
Oh.
Tissue necrosis. Fish? Yeah, I don't like that fish. It's a disgusting fish. Cool.
Hey.
Nature's wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. In high school I had a Latin teacher that was basically a goofy cartoon come to life. First hour of class, I couldn't stop laughing behind my book. After that, I realized he wasn't a fit. I was like, oh no. Oh no, that is really bad. Oh my god. Oh no. In Latin of all classes too, the dead language, people probably take it for like an easy class. They don't, I assume at least, I assume that you take Latin because you don't really care about learning your real language. You just want to chill and just do nothing. Oh god. But I feel like Latin is probably similar enough to Italian. I don't know if that's really dumb to say. I know nothing about Latin. To where it probably was kind of an easy class, even easier than what I'm imagining for us. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the American longfin, blue-nosed wigglyfish, humphead wrasse. American longfin?
Oh.
Did you know that? Paranormal fish trivia, oh my god, psychiatric, I guess? This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression? Wait, are you serious? I don't want to look this stuff up, but what the fuck am I saying? I feel, do I lie or do I tell the truth? And he gets mad at me for being a fucking dick. Okay, let's see. Serious as a heart attack. We're talking fish here. There's no time for jokes. I'm gonna go with this again. I'm gonna go with the American longfin. Yeah, did you know that? I'm playing it for the gag here. Oh, you like that? Oh, I want his heart. Huh, good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Whoa. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? These are all hitting on him. I need to save. Are those two sharks kissing? No, Strudel. One's eating the other. Well? We're gonna go back. Let's go back to this real quick. So the character that keeps popping up in the left corner here, beautiful, isn't it? Maybe this. This is a character I created. I got character creation and made this beautiful guy. Look at Strudel here. That is me. That is the main character here. Yes, I created this. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It's truly fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this. Oh, I made him have penises. That's a very astute point, Strudel. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life.